things I'd talk about. So in turn 1, you want to, well, all the turns. So every turn, the basic principle of braking on track is when you're going fast, that's when your car has the most grip. When you're going fast, that's when you've got the most downforce, you got the most wind on your hood, that's when you've got the most grip, okay? So a lot of what you were doing is typical. You brake and then you get to the corner and you're like, shit, I'm still going too fast, and you add more brake. That's the exact opposite of what you want to do. You want to pick a brake marker, that's your sign, give it hard brake at first. I mean, hit the brakes. And then at that point, lays up, like I squeeze your leg, right? I mean, slam on the brakes and then come off. And you want to gently still have a little brake pressure as you're going around that corner, because that's keeping some weight on the front end, right? And I know I'm telling you what you know.
Yeah, so no, it makes sense.
That way you've got grip. Everything you do to the car, whether it's adding throttle or braking, is going to change the dynamic of the car, putting weight either front or back. Lifting off the brakes is the same as punching the gas. And so if you release the brakes too fast, you put the weight back, you don't have any front grip. So if you're going in a corner and the car's got a set means the car has all the weight's transferred as much as it's going to be, you've got traction, everything's stable as you roll around the corner. That's called a set. That means the car has a set. If you alter that by throttle, by brake, changing your steering, you've upset the car, which means you've lost traction. So you always want to keep the car stable in a set, and then as you come out of that situation, like a corner, you want to add throttle. You always open the wheel when you add throttle. It is most important at 10. Okay, 10's that off camber left. So you did a great job with your turn-in. Every time you did a great job with turn-in, but every time I told you to open the wheel, you still held it for a second later because you thought you were going to go off the track, probably because you can't see it. You have to trust that when you give throttle there, if you don't take off the wheel and you're off camber, you're going to pitch the car and you're going to go into the wall. So with that situation, when you're adding throttle coming around 10, you have to open the wheel. Worst case scenario, you drive over the curb and into the grass. Who gives a fuck? If you don't do that and you pinch, you're going right into that wall, and it's a bad day. Okay, I stuck, and I've raced for years, and I put a 2017 Shelby in the wall in November, and it totaled the car. No traction. I mean, traction control was on, and I couldn't give it gas to come back, and it just wanted the car up. So, you know, anyways, that was an expensive day. So every time you give throttle, you want to open the wheel. Other than that, good job. Very good job. Last thing I'll tell you, when you're going uphill, that's when you're going to have your most braking, right? Uphill is the same as speed, right? Because you've got all that traction. So like on that back straight, we kept braking it too. Think about how much grip you've got there. You're going uphill. Fuck, you can slam on the brakes. I brake at 1 during a race through there, and I'm going about 155 through there. So I've got all that uphill, and I can just, you know, pretty much lock the car up without, I got ABS, right? So you build up to that, but little by little, you brake, breathe off the brake, and then and don't let yourself hit the gas until you've apexed your turn.
That was early instinct I had to get rid of.
Sure, because you're like, oh, I'm going too slow. I'm going too slow. I got to give it gas. The way you fix that is not getting on the gas early. It's rolling more entry speed in. Rolling more entry speed. And so if you compensate by giving yourself more throttle, A, you'll fuck up the corner because you're going to push through the corner. And you'll never roll that entry speed in. So just pick a brake marker. The rule is no gas until you've apexed the turn. So if here's the corner and here's your apex, I don't care how slow you're going, you're not allowed to hit the gas till you're here. Then gas and open the wheel.
Just build that as a habit.
Build that as a habit, and that will force you to roll more entry speed in, roll more entry speed. And if you do Hpde and do this stuff, dude, 90% of the guys out here don't know how to do this. Don't know how to do that. They can accelerate, and they got balls, and they'll go flying through dirt and all this other shit, but they don't understand the dynamics of rolling in entry speed and trail braking. It's just, that's what separates really good drivers from decent drivers.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I have a car at home that I keep saying I'm going to put together and bring out.
What do you got?
It's an Impreza. But it was formerly a rally car. It's got a CCA cage in it and everything.
Perfect.
It's really well chassis wise set up. It needs a good driveline. So I put something in it. But,
well,
I hate this glare, man. This thing was killing me. You were asking me to look at the towers at the flag stations, and like the glare is right in my eyes half the time from this.
I understand.
And I was like, I can't freaking see it. And I've got
sandpaper on it.
My vision is fine. Yeah, I mean, this is whatever he made and whatever that is, but some of the fabric would probably go a long way.
Yeah, so that's And the last thing, right? I mean, anytime you can kind of keep your eyes up and look ahead, that's to your advantage. So when I come through the flat S's, before you come under the bridge, I'm looking at the flag station at 7, which is the guy on the left, and 8 on the right side. I'm not looking at the bridge or anything else. I'll check my mirrors, my gauges, okay, I'm cool, and I'm looking as far up the S's as I can. Because there might be something going on, and you don't want that to come as a surprise. Keep your eyes up. And then also, when you enter that first left as you go into the S's. So there's the access road. Once you pass the end of the access road, you go in, which you did a nice job at that. I always aim towards the left villa, the last one.